Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NFL Week 16 is upon us. No more Thursday night games for the rest of the season. Week 15, win-loss, win 11-5. Against the spread, 9-7. Over-under, 7-9. Straight up, win the losses, 152, 71-1 for the year. Against the spread, 104 and 120. Over-under, 113 and 111. That's 224 games that I've done here for the NFL regular season. There are 32 games left. That gives us our 256 regular season NFL games. I'm at a 54.9% straight up. Overall picks, 54.9%. Boom. Okay. I'm taking it. 55% almost. Goal 60. But hey, let's see what we can do. Week 16, first game, 9-5, Houston Texans versus the 7-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If the Titans win, they are AFC South champions. I think if they lose and Tennessee loses, they still are the champions of the AFC South. Houston's favored by 3. You know what? Deshaun Watson, Dwayne Hopkins, playing good this year. Buccaneers, they're a 500 team. Jameis Winston, he's a 500 quarterback. Texas win, cover the 3, win the AFC South, over in the 49.5. Now, the next game, I think it's a pretty big game for the weekend. Both teams are in the playoffs. Both teams have officially made the playoffs. The 10-4 Buffalo Bills versus the 11-3 New England Patriots. Week 4, New England won 16-10. So, if New England wins, they are NFC East champions. If New England loses, Buffalo wins. Both teams will be 11-4. And it goes to next week to see who's going to win the AFC East. I don't think it's going to happen that way. I like to build story this year. Patriots, come on. It's a dynasty of all dynasties. What do you say about Belichick and Brady? I actually don't think, unless they both leave New England, I don't think it ends. People are talking about this dynasty will never happen again and how it's going to end. If Brady walks away and Belichick stays, I think Belichick will find another quarterback. Maybe not to the level of a Tom Brady. But look what Jimmy G's done since he's left. Look what Jacoby Brissett has done since he's left. Look what Matt Castle had done when he first left. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there, but I'm taking the Patriots here. It is the Patriots. It is December. That's all they do is win. New England favored by 6.5. I got them winning, covering. I got New England winning, Buffalo covering the 6.5. Week 4, 16-10. They won by 6. Buffalo covering the 6.5 and under in the 37.5. This is an NFC West matchup that we thought would be for the division, and it is not. The 8-6 Los Angeles Rams versus the 11-3 San Francisco 49ers, who are already playoff bound. Week 6, San Francisco 120-7. The Rams are 2-2 versus the West. Niners are 4-0 versus the West. Niners all the way, baby. Niners win, cover the 6.5, under in the 45. A pair of 2 and 5-9 teams. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have just recently fired Tom Coughlin, versus the 5-9 Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are favored by a touchdown and got them winning, covering and under on the 46.5. Battle of the 3-11 teams. The New York Football Giants. Hopefully we'll have oh my God, what the hell's the freaking dude's name? Wow. Their star quarterback. I cannot think of his name right now. Wow. Damn. Eli came back last week. For the last 2 weeks. Got the win last week. Oh my God. I have just literally gone brain dead. People call some timers. What the fuck is that dude's name? Oh, this is going to kill me until I find this dude's name out here. I know you're all sitting there going, it's this. I'm like, yeah, I know. I cannot fucking think of it. I don't know why. I cannot think of it. Daniel Jones. Wow. Wow. Some-timers. All right. So, Eli's more than likely last win as a New York Giant came last week. They go into Washington. Washington's favored by 2.5. Daniel Jones is supposed to be playing. You know what? I'm giving the Giants the win here. Redskins is a dumpster fire as well as the Giants. Two of the most storied franchises in NFL history are both fucking dumpster fires, along with Miami. So there you go. That's a storied franchise. Giving New York the 2.5. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 42. The 8-6 Pittsburgh Steelers versus the 5-9 New York Jets. Steelers are trying to hang on to that last playoff spot. They're favored by 3 against the Jets. They win. They cover over on the 38.5. Next up, the New Orleans Saints, who already clinched the playoff spot. I think they already clinched the division, actually. Versus the Tennessee Titans, who are 8-6. Tennessee needs a win. They need to win desperately. They need a loss by Houston to have any shot at winning the AFC South. They're not going to get it. Who Dat Nation? Saints win, cover over on the 50.5. Next up, we have the 1-13 Cincinnati Bengals versus the 3-11 Miami Dolphins. Nobody wants to win this game. Nobody. Both teams are playing to lose. Miami's favored by 1 point. When you're playing a team with 1 win and you're favored by 1 point, you know you're a dumpster fire. I'm going to give Miami the win. They cover the 1 point and under on the 46.5. Wouldn't be shocking if that was a 2-0 game. All right, next up we have out of the AFC North, 12-2 Baltimore Ravens versus the 6-8 Cleveland Browns. Cleveland won Week 4, 40-25. Cleveland in Week 16 is a shot at the playoffs. Cleveland in Week 16 has a shot at the playoffs. Isn't that just a turnaround from what we've had? Will they make it? Oh, fuck no. The hill's too big. They need a win. They need Pittsburgh, Tennessee, and Oakland all lose. And then that might not be enough. Baltimore's favored by 10. As good as Lamar Jackson is playing, 10 straight wins by Baltimore. You're all going to think I'm fucking retarded. I'm taking Cleveland win. Cleveland, giving them the 10. Baltimore covers at 10, obviously. Over on the 48.5. It is going to be a repeat of Week 4 with Cleveland coming out on top. And giving their fans that slim hope going into Week 17 and making the playoffs. Next up, the 5-9 Carolina Panthers versus the 6-8 Indianapolis Colts. Colts are favored by a touchdown, win cover, under on the 46. 6-8 Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Vegas Raiders versus the Los Angeles Chargers, who are 5-9. Now, 2020, are they going to be the Los Angeles Chargers? Are they going to be the Portland Chargers? Are they going to be the St. Louis Chargers? Are they going to be the London Chargers, the Mexico City Chargers? Where are they going to play? They, for some reason, don't want to stay in LA with Kroenke, but who would? But, you know, when you're like the third-class citizen in LA, I guess I understand it. But, I mean, you think about the LA sports market. Clippers, Lakers. Who's the draw? Duh, Lakers. Los Angeles Angels, Los Angeles Dodgers. Who's the draw? Duh, the Dodgers. Los Angeles Rams, Los Angeles Chargers. Who's the draw? Duh, the Rams. You're a second-class citizen in a building that you don't own. Why wouldn't you want to go somewhere else? Why wouldn't you want to go to a market that is dying for an NFL team? Mexico City, London, St. Louis. We'll see what happens. Chargers win, though. Favored by 6.5. They cover over on the 48.5. 3-10-1 Detroit Lions versus the 5-9 Denver Broncos. Is Drew Lock going to be a serviceable, winning NFL quarterback? Time will tell. He's 2-1 as a starter. He's got 2 more games this year and then next year, and then we'll see what happens. Denver favored by a touchdown at home, winning covering over in the 38.5. Next up, we have the NFC East title on the line. We have the 7-7 Dallas Cowboys versus the 7-7 Philadelphia Eagles. Now, obviously, these two teams played in week number 7. Dallas won 37-10. Even with a win here, I don't think Dallas clinches. But Dallas is 4-0 in the division. Philadelphia is 3-1. Their only loss to Dallas. So if Dallas wins here, they have the tiebreaker. Yeah, I don't think there's no way. If Dallas wins here, I think they do clinch it. Because they would hold the tiebreaker. So if they end up tied, Dallas wins. So for the title, for the NFC East title, Dallas favored by 2.5. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 46.5. Next up, we have the Arizona Cardinals 4-9-1 versus 11-3 Seahawks. Seahawks are going for the number 1 seed. They're favored by 9.5. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 50.5. Sunday Night Football this week is a very interesting matchup. It was a flex game. We have the 10-4 Kansas City Chiefs versus the 7-7 Chicago Bears. The Bears. Now, New England wins. Kansas City loses. New England ties. Kansas City loses. New England wraps up the number 1, the first round bye, number 2 seed overall. Yes, the Bears defense is giving up the 3rd less points in the league. They're playing Patrick Mahomes. They're playing Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. When the Chiefs have gone against these top defenses, oh shit, I looked this up wrong. But they beat New England. Baltimore and Minnesota, some of the better teams out there. Patrick Mahomes has gotten points over on him. Kansas City is favored by 5.5. I got them winning, covering. I'm taking over on the 45. Pat Mahomes is going to score some points on this Bears defense. Monday Night Football, we have the 11-3 Green Bay Packers versus the 10-4 Minnesota Vikings. Matchup from week 2. Green Bay won 21-16. Now, Green Bay is 4-0 in the division this year. NFC North. Minnesota is 6-0 at home. Minnesota is 2-2 in the division this year. Green Bay is 4-2 on the road. If you look at the home split, Minnesota should win. If you look at the division split, Green Bay should win. Sorry, Gio. Let's go Packers. Giving the Packers a 5 points. Packers win, +5, under on the 45.5. All right, that is going to wrap up Week 16. One more week of the NFL regular season, and then playoffs, baby. We have some playoff scenarios going on. Hopefully, if New England wins, they get the first round bye. I got some people trying to make the playoffs. You got teams like Cleveland hanging on just by a thread. Oakland hanging on by a thread. Going into Week 17, I think our playoff picture is going to be a little bit more discreet of what we need to do to get to the playoffs for all these teams. We're trying to wrap up divisions. We're trying to wrap up first round buys. A lot going on here in Week 16. Good luck to anybody who is in their finals for the fantasy. I know in the constellation for the 7th place out of 8 teams, I finished 6th in the regular season. I can definitely thank 2 players for that. Todd Gurley didn't perform 1 week, and why the fuck would I start Deshaun Watson versus New England? Why start your top quarterback versus the top defense out there? Who knew the fucker's going to score 40 points? In for fantasy, whatever, and that cost me a top 4 playoff spot, which more likely cost me a championship. But hey, you move on. Neither one of those fuckers will be on my team next year. We move on from that. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Good luck to everyone. Happy holidays. Make sure you take care of your family and friends this holiday season. Make sure everyone's taken care of. Enjoy the fun times you all will have. I know I will as well with the Paul's family. And everything, as always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. And don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content. Robert Sports Show is always filmed in front of a live studio audience and my Golden Doodle Bentley.